In the past 24 hours, the crypto market has come alive in a big way, making waves across the board. XRP took center stage, skyrocketing to an impressive $2.63, and even briefly overtaking Tether before settling just below it, trailing by around $2 billion a since. This surge is a promising preview of what's ahead for the year, a growing market with plenty of upside potential. Sure, we may hit a few bumps along the way with corrections or sell-offs here and there, but the outlook remains bullish. The ongoing tariff discussions and trade war dynamics only add fuel to the fire. Even Trump hinted at the continuation of the bull run, something I broke down in detail in a video earlier today covering the China-US trade deal. Looking ahead, there's plenty to get excited about, but let's shift our focus to XRP. Right now, XRP is holding steady at around $2.47. It recently pulled back from a high of $2.63, seeing a slight dip. If we dive into the candles, we notice it hit a peak similar to December 1st levels where previous closes occurred. Here's the kicker. XRP hit major resistance, yet trading volume has skyrocketed up a staggering 189% today, hitting nearly $11 billion. That's massive movement. The entire market is buzzing with energy, and we love seeing it. Beyond just the coin market cap stats, the chart presents two possible scenarios worth exploring. Let's dive into what could be next for XRP. Here's what I'm watching. Option one, we sell off into the demand zone, creating a higher low. So far, we're working off the lows already on this chart. The April low followed by the higher low around early May. The big question now, where could our next higher low land? Likely somewhere near $2.22, give or take. But does it have to play out this way? Absolutely not. We could just as easily repeat the pattern from back on the 10th and 11th, where we saw a big push leading to a nice daily close above $2.55 key levels we haven't seen since late March. So which way will it go? I'm keeping a close eye to see if we get a sell-off into a higher low structure before bouncing upward, or if we skip that step and push straight through resistance. Either way, I'm good with either outcome because let's face it, the end game is the same. XRP trading much higher. I still believe XRP is gearing up for a major breakout. We just need to wait for the structure to solidify and for that next big move to shatter the March resistance level, finally closing above it. But let's dive into what's been happening with XRP lately because the action has been anything but boring. Over the last month, we've seen some impressive momentum. In just the last 7 days, XRP shot up about 14.5%. Breaking it down further, we've seen gains of 16%, 11%, and even around 4.3% in a single day. At one point, the daily gain was well over 5%. XRP has delivered a standout performance, outperforming most of the top 100 tokens. Why, you ask? Simple. There's been a whirlwind of announcements and developments surrounding XRP. First up, a major win for XRP. Florida pharma firm Logistics confirmed its use of XRP for real-time payments alongside a $50 million financing deal. This news highlights just how powerful XRP's utility truly is and sets a bullish tone for its future. But that's not all. There's more big news on the horizon. Missouri is making waves with a groundbreaking proposal that could shake up the crypto world. The state is on the verge of becoming the first in the US to completely eliminate capital gains taxes, not just on Bitcoin and XRP, but also on stocks. Missouri House Bill 594 has already cleared the state legislature and now awaits Governor Mike Keogh's signature. If signed, this move could redefine opportunities for crypto enthusiasts, investors, and real estate stakeholders alike. If signed into law, this bill would allow a 100% income tax deduction on all capital gains, including profits from digital assets like Bitcoin and XRP. When the proposal emerged, Bitcoin was trading at over $104,000, with XRP at $2.38. Over the past few days, we've seen updates not only on this potential tax break for XRP, Bitcoin, and even stocks, but also from a Florida pharma firm adding fuel to the fire. In addition, news around TradFi, especially the China deal, has sparked excitement. Together, these developments have helped XRP surge significantly. But what's truly fascinating here is the potential ripple effect of this tax bill. If it passes, it could pave the way for other states to follow suit and perhaps even lead to nationwide adoption. There's even chatter about Trump backing this idea, which could be monumental. A move like this would likely be a massive catalyst for crypto and stock markets, sending them soaring to new heights. Back in early December, Eric Trump made waves by confirming Donald Trump's bold commitment making crypto tax-free in the US at a time when America has been cracking down hard on cryptocurrency, suing companies, targeting innovators, and weaponizing the SEC. This pledge stands out as a game changer. Eric shared Donald Trump's vision to transform the US into the global crypto capital, promising to add cryptocurrency to the US Treasury and eliminate taxes on it. For communities like Ripple and the XRP advocates, this message resonates deeply. They've seen firsthand the war on crypto unfold, endless lawsuits, regulatory pressure, and attempts to stifle innovation. But Trump's plan signals a turning point, a way forward where the US embraces crypto instead of fighting it. This is about more than policy. It's about ending the struggle and unlocking new potential. Back in December, this was a rallying cry for change. Think about it. There's so much excitement in the air. Sure, could there be some sales tactics at play here? Maybe, but honestly, I believe tax-free crypto is on the horizon simply because the tech race is heating up. If this becomes a reality, say with XRP as an example, it could send XRP soaring to new heights. And let's not forget Bitcoin. It would likely be part of the equation too. Beyond that, the buzz is undeniable. Just recently, XRP overtook Tether to claim the #3 spot among all cryptocurrencies. For the first time since March 6th, the asset's market value has climbed back above $2.61, signaling an exciting shift for this popular altcoin. Several key factors are fueling XRP's standout performance. Missouri's House Bill 594 could soon make it the first U.S. state to grant a full income tax deduction on all capital gains, including Bitcoin and XRP profits, a potential game changer. Meanwhile, XRP adoption is booming, with holders increasing by over 11% in 2025 alone, bringing the total to nearly 6.5 million for the first time in its 12-plus year history. Adding to the momentum, XRP is now accepted as a payment method on Travala Optum, opening up new travel opportunities for crypto enthusiasts. Since the start of 2025, there's also been a net increase of over 638,000 non-empty XRP wallets, signaling growing confidence in the network. There's a massive accumulation wave building around XRP right now, clear as day. And let's be honest, the outlook for XRP couldn't be more bullish, but here's the kicker. The overall crypto environment is buzzing with the same energy. I've touched on this before, especially with the game-changing China deal. That's easily one of the biggest developments people are watching closely. And then there's BlackRock. Today they had talks with the SEC about crypto, which has people wondering, are we on the brink of seeing XRP ETFs? They discussed tokenization and even dived into some interesting points about ETFs. Everyone's buzzing. Could BlackRock bring us an XRP ETF? The truth is, we don't know yet, but here's the kicker. If BlackRock files for an XRP ETF, expect the green light to come faster than you can say crypto revolution. We've seen this play out before with Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRP won't be any different. And let's be real, XRP deserves an ETF. Its performance this year has been nothing short of impressive, and the momentum just keeps building. Major financial players like BlackRock have every reason to jump on the XRP train. Why? Because XRP isn't just holding its own, it's dominating. Between big updates and being at the center of key industry discussions, it's clear that XRP is ready for the spotlight. XRP is stealing the spotlight again, making waves across the crypto world. If I were a name like BlackRock, I'd be thinking, what's the next big way to cash in on crypto? They already got the Bitcoin ETF. They've nailed the Ethereum ETF. So what's next on the list? The third largest crypto, XRP. It's a no-brainer, right? Let's be real for a second. Once BlackRock files for an XRP ETF, others are bound to follow, and the green lights will start rolling in. Brad Garlinghouse himself hinted at an XRP ETF launch in the second half of 2025. And guess what? We're inching closer to that moment. But here's the kicker. There are already over 18 ETF filings for XRP in the pipeline. That's right, 18. Now imagine if they all get approved at once, boom, fireworks. But the real game changer, institutional investors diving into XRP. Once those XRP ETFs go live, it's not just a ripple, it's going to be a tidal wave. Straight from Smoke Dog, institutional investors are not just holding onto XRP, they're gearing up to increase their exposure once XRP ETPs hit the trading floor. Whopping 73% of surveyed investors already hold cryptocurrencies beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, but most stick to just one or two extras like XRP and Solana. Here's the kicker. XRP alone accounts for a solid 34% of that mix. And guess what? Investors are leaning towards safer regulated options like ETPs or ETFs for their crypto exposure. This just goes to show that the moment those ETFs are approved, we're likely to see a massive wave of interest flooding into XRP. I've said it many times before on this channel. XRP is in a league of its own right now. Why? First off, we endured that grueling 4+ year lawsuit and came out on top. Victory secured. XRP now sits with regulatory clarity, something most altcoins can only dream of at this point. We're just waiting on the SEC's official green light. This puts XRP miles ahead of the altcoin pack. And let's not overlook the fact that XRP already leads the way with the highest number of ETF filings. It's no surprise that it's been setting the pace for the entire altcoin market this season. XRP is in an incredibly strong and unique position right now, and I genuinely believe it's set to be one of the top performing assets in the crypto space. In fact, I'd wager it could become the biggest mover in the top 100 going forward. XRP is truly shining, and if you're not paying attention to its trajectory, you could be missing one of the most exciting opportunities in the market. Now, on top of that, let's not overlook Standard Charter's bold prediction. Back in April, they projected XRP could skyrocket over 500%, reaching $12.50 by 2028. That's huge. And with expectations of an XRP spot ETF approval as early as Q3 this year, the momentum is undeniable. So as Brad Garlinghouse suggested, the second half of 2025 could be a game changer for XRP. They're buzzing about that massive 500% surge. Honestly, I think hitting $12.50 this year is totally on the table if those ETF filings get fully approved and the market really starts waking up in a big way. For now, I'm glued to the charts, keeping an eye out for a strong reaction. So far, no major impulse moves down, which is promising. Sure, people are talking about XRP sell-off today, but zoom out for a second. This is just lower time frame noise. The bigger picture, XRP's structure is incredibly bullish. In fact, this recent move pushed us into a higher high compared to March. Even though we didn't close above it, that wick breaking through is a great signal. Technically speaking, XRP is rocking a bullish structure, not just on the lower time frames, but on the higher ones too. Love seeing this kind of momentum. It's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see what's coming next because I truly believe this market is on the verge of something massive. Let me keep it real with you all. I don't see anyone else out there leading the way like we are. Sure, we might experience some choppy waters or a small correction through the rest of the month. But beyond that, I'm expecting nothing short of fireworks as we head into June with the Fed decision looming. And here's the kicker. I believe by the end of June, we'll witness Bitcoin dominance take a sharp dive, paving the way for the alt season of 2025. That's right, folks. This could be the moment when altcoins, including XRP, go absolutely parabolic. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for even more free content. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, peace out.